180.
Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone. We're here at Armageddon and we've got Fallon Sherrock. Fallon, you've been out there. What an atmosphere already, and the main events haven't even happened yet. Just challenge matches going on, but electric here in Leicester.
Yeah, no, the atmosphere is great, but obviously it's one of the biggest exhibitions we do a year, so what do you expect?
2,000 people in tonight. Crazy for an exhibition.
Yeah, but it's just normally like a TV event now, isn't it? So many people get involved in these exhibitions now, and hopefully we can expand and, you know, put it in bigger venues.
Yeah, look, meet and greet. The demographic has changed for darts, isn't it? We're seeing so many younger boys and girls now, seeing plenty of Luke and Fallon shirts in there. That must be a nice feeling, knowing that this younger demographic is now watching.
Yeah, definitely, because I always said, and I still say it to this day, that I never thought like I'd be part of the role models, like encouraging the kids to come on board with it. So when you look out in the audience and, you know, they've got all the Fallon shirts or the Luke shirts and stuff like that, it kind of makes you think, oh, the sport is going in the right direction.
Yeah, look, completely. Yourself, been difficult time. How is everything for Fallon right now after that difficult period?
Going all right. I mean, I can't complain. I mean, I'm playing all right. I'm not playing the best, but I'm getting there, and I'm just focusing on each day now rather than thinking too much ahead.
Having been very poorly, how difficult is that to still try and be a professional darts player and be, like you say, poorly and not being able to practice and do what you want to do?
Yeah, 100%. Like, all I want to do is, like, you know, like practice at home and stuff for a couple of hours a day, and I can't do that at the moment. So it is difficult, especially like I've had to pull out some exhibitions recently as well because I haven't had the stamina, and I really wanted to play in the Women's Week at Modus, and I weren't able to do the whole week of that. So I've had to kind of narrow down what I'm playing in now, and that hurts a little bit because I love darts, so I love to play. But fingers crossed, you know, by a couple of years' time, that I'll be all right and I'll be back to, you know, winning really well.
Look, the fact that you've done this once before, like everyone remembers that at Lakeside when you were really, really poorly before everyone hit, you've done this once. Does that give you the strength and the determination knowing that you can do it again?
A little bit, because I feel like I'm quite a strong individual anyway. I feel like I'm quite a strong-bodied person anyway, and I think whatever gets thrown at me, I will overcome it. However, we'll see what happens in the next few months or so, but I'm more determined now to keep fighting, and I genuinely just want to play darts, enjoy my life, you know, just not worry about anything at the moment. Still
picked up a women's title, even though you're not very well, which was brilliant. And obviously we messaged that day and whatever, and you were like, I've got no idea, I've just done that.
No idea how I did that, but like I said, it's just taking each game as it comes and just carrying on, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. Oh, phone call. Just carrying on as it is. Like, there's no point overthinking anything, because, you know, you just got to play what you can in front of you and not worry about what's happening on, you know, away from the hockey.
How do you prep yourself and get ready for the women's match play? Because it's not long away, but like you said, you can't practice as much as you want. How do you get ready to try and win that again?
Just try and do as much as I can. Like, I will try and put in more hours the best I can, but it's more for me, it's just resting at the moment and making sure that I'm not tired. As long as I'm have the energy for it, I might be okay.
You say might, so you're not putting any pressure on yourself this
No.
year. Where beforehand, I remember you won the first one and then you wanted to go and defend it and so on. Where this year, is it just like, look, I'm going, but I'm not expecting anything?
I mean, I'm expecting to at least kind of be my B game. I don't know if I'll get my A game out, but I'm obviously going to try. I'm not going to go up there to lose. I want to win.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, it's just, like I said, just resting and trying to get as much energy as I can and going into it not expecting a lot. So if it does come out, you know, a great weekend, then I can just say, do you know what, I've had a great time.
Look, the women's game is in such a good place right now. Obviously, you and Bo going to go head-to-head here today. It looks exciting for that battle, because look, it is a rivalry, but it's a friendly rivalry. Like you two upstairs speaking and get on, but it's on the board. It is a fierce rivalry, isn't it? Yeah,
but it's because we, when we play, we bring out the best in each other. There's never really one of us that's really folding as such. We're always nip and tuck. And I think that's what makes it such a good watch, because we both don't give up or anything like that. And I actually enjoy the friendly rivalry because, I mean, like you said, we're sat upstairs, we're talking and stuff like that. And I mean, in the past, if I've had a rivalry with someone, they will just ignore me. So it's quite nice.
Yeah, and look, what you two are doing and just the whole women's game in general, you must be delighted with the way it's progressing.
Yeah, 100%. Like, there's more women playing it now and stuff like that, and you see the averages increasing, and you know the prize money and that increasing. So it's definitely going in the right direction. I mean, you know, in the next couple of years, you don't know what else is going to happen. There might be someone else that comes through and does what Luke's done, and makes the women's game explode. So hopefully, you know,
those extra spots at the World Championship. Are you hoping that at least one, maybe two, go towards the women?
I hope so, because I feel like, yes, we got 3 spots and stuff like that, but there's so many people that could easily take a spot, and it's like, now I think we've got at least 6 players, if not 8 players, that could potentially, you know, give the men a game, if that makes sense. Whereas I think a couple of years ago I was saying, I was questioning even if we had like 3. So it's going in the right direction, but, you know, fingers crossed, but we'll see what happens with that.
There's always so much talk around what Bo is going to do, whether she goes to Lakeside or Ali Pally. This year, do you think this is the one where she turns Lakeside down for Ali Pally?
I hope so, because of her run at the UK
Open, yeah, where she pushed Luke.
Yeah, and it's like how she's playing at the Challenge Tour and the Development Tour and stuff like that, and I'm like, your game is in like a really good place. Why not just challenge it and put it to the Worlds? Because you go on a run at the Worlds or you win the Worlds and your life changes completely.
Yeah, and look, obviously, have you had a word with her upstairs about it yet?
No. To me, that's a conversation that I probably won't have with Bo, because I feel that's only her decision that she can make. I feel like if you try and talk to someone about changing their minds and stuff like that, they might just go, do you know what, no, it's so many people are on at me, I'm not going to do it. It's only how she feels. She knows in herself if she's ready for it or not.
Would you like to see an expansion of the women's match play and maybe a second women's tournament within the PDC?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for more competitions, I don't mind.
Look, the match play, could we have a session on the Saturday afternoon, then Sunday afternoon or something? Would that work, do you think?
I think maybe if you could just like integrate it, if that makes sense,
yeah.
like kind of put like some men's games on and some women's, and kind of get the women involved with the men a bit more, because where you've got the women just playing on the Sunday, unless you know it's on, no one really knows about it. But then if you integrate it with the men, like put some on the Saturday or something like that, then people kind of notice it a bit more, and then they're like, oh, women are playing at the match play. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get that. What's your aims for the rest of the year? Like, I remember, like, you were like, it was nip and tuck for the Worlds, and you were like written off the slam and whatever. What's the end of the year look like for Fallon Sherrock?
Just qualified for what I can. Just keep going, and like my main objective this year is obviously the Worlds. I want to try for the Grand Slam this year, because I feel like if I'm going to have a year out next year, I want to try and make a bang this year. I want to try and get to everything, and then even if I'm not playing to my 100%, at least say that I made it.
Yeah, no, I get that, and everything that goes with it. And have you still taken this all in? Because people still talk about what you've done and so on. Do you ever think about it?
No.
No?
No, I don't really think, like, I know obviously I hear about it and stuff like that, but I've never really actually taken it in, because I feel like if I take it in, then that will frighten me, I think that's when the pressure will hit me.
Do you believe you can get back to those levels once you are healthy and well? Because I still say, for me, your Grand Slam run was better than the Worlds in terms of your performance. Can you get to that and better?
Yes, 100%. I can. I just need to sort myself out first. I need to get myself well again, and then once I'm well, I feel the sky's the limit, because I know I can do that, and I know what I need to do. I know how many hours I've got to put in. I know what standard I've got to play against, so I can do it again. It's just I need the energy for it first.
Fallon, thank you very much as always. Absolute pleasure.
Thank you.